circling around Gareth Southgate and the England men's national team. Top of the table, 2 games played, 4 points in the bag. And yet, the newspapers read all about it. England in deep trouble. I don't need to tell you. The reason boss had the likes of Spain, France, Germany, and England, dark horses, Portugal and Croatia to lift the European title 2024. Simply put, Gareth Southgate is being put under the bus at his own doing. You see, the England team is being led by a manager, one of the most successful in England's history. World Cup semi-finals, World Cup quarter-finals, when they had the likes of France's very own team, Mbappe and company, on the ropes, about to be knocked out, only to let them off the hook. Oh God, oh God. Gareth Southgate, I saw him on the touchline. Viewers and subscribers, like, share and subscribe. As England laboured to a 1-1 draw with Denmark, hands at his temple. Think, guys, think. The problem is, Gareth, they are thinking. They're thinking with the input that you've given them. Phil Foden, Bellingham, Kane, Bukayo Saka, Declan Rice, John Stones. They're simply not looking like the players that they are at club level. Of course, international scene is contrasting to club football. You need to bring a certain game. You need to have the shoulders broad, and you've got to have, reason boss says this, like, share and subscribe, you've got to have the mentality. You've got to have the mentality, the attitude, the mindset to bring a game that you're confident in. It's the international arena. England will falter at some point if they overcome the barrel of criticism currently heading towards them, forcing them over. My lord, like a stampede. They will have done outstandingly well. I won't be able to find in England, am I speaking? I won't be able to find a soul who believes England will be lifting Euro 2024. Oh God, mindset has got to come into play. Germany, Spain, France. The reason boss says don't take your eye off those 3 teams. Portugal under Roberto Martinez seemed to overplay things at the best of times. It could be the worst of times for Portugal again. But they still play a brand of football that brings their technical ability to the fore. Gareth Southgate, like, share, subscribe if you're feeling where the reason boss is coming from London, England. They are playing with a handbrake on style. 1-0 up through a I'm not going to stutter on this. BBC, sit on. BBC, British Broadcasting Company. Shame on you. Shame on the British media. The same old British media. Harry Kane scores a goal. A gimme inside the penalty box. No more than 7 yards out. And it's Harry Kane does it again. Harry Kane back again. It was a calamitous, there's the word, you won't hear that on the BBC. Talk Sport. You won't hear this. It was a calamitous, no less than, mistake by the Danish, let me be generous, defender that allowed Kyle Walker in to snaffle and produce that ricocheted effort by way of a cross that resulted in Harry Kane scoring. England simply did not deserve to win the game against Denmark. Denmark had a point to prove. Knocked out at the semi-final stage in the European Championships. Christian Eriksen and company brought their game, an outstanding strike, brought the game to 1-1. Somebody will take England out. It will be performance worthy, oh God, worthy of an occasion such as the Euro 2024, an outstanding competition thus far, full of outstanding strikes from outside the penalty area, full of midfield play, transitional play, and defense is keen to prove their worth. It's those teams, the French, the Germans, the Spanish, who have that balance, just right, and they're expressing it on the pitch. Gareth, you're talking about free-flowing football according to Kyle Walker, but the proof is in the pudding, as my colleague Jerry, big up yourself, said. Sometimes you've got to know that the mind don't run you. You run and you control the mind. I think England, potentially, like, share, subscribe, if you're feeling where I'm coming from. England may, in light of being labelled favourites, and at least, or at worst, one of the favourites, expected to go one step further. You make a European final, now you win it. Oh, God. Not Nagosa, unless, and there's the rub, that's where mentality and attitude comes in, unless you have that belief and attitude that we, as a band of brothers, as a footballing team, can do this. We'll call the shots. We'll make the decision on how we play. We go 1-0 up, we go for a second, if necessary. If your opponent comes back at you, you put them in their place by playing your football, showing them what time it is. France, Spain, Germany have such a mentality, in the Reason Busters' opinion. Meanwhile, Copa America has begun in earnest. Argentina, current world champions, 2. Canada, CONCACAF, big shots over the recent years. 0. A plucky effort by Canada, missing some key moments. The hardest thing in football is to score a goal. They failed to score. Argentina, 0-0 at half-time, capitalised in the second half, got the job done. They are, in the Reason Boss's opinion, favourites ahead of the likes of the Seleção. I'm looking for Dorival Jr.'s team to remember the history of Brazil, not necessarily in Copa America. Like, share, subscribe. Winners of Copa America on 9 occasions, the likes of Kaká, the likes of Neymar Jr., the likes of the one and only Pelé, did not win and experience victory in the final stages of a Copa America. Will this band of brothers, Bruno Guimaraes, Lucas Paqueta, Eder Militao, Marquinhos, Rodrigo, Vinicius Jr., Rafinha, will they have what it takes? Will they have what it takes? I'm looking for character from the Brazilian team. I'm looking for skills. I'm looking for teamwork, unity, and, back to that word again, attitude and belief. As far as they're concerned, they've got a rich history. They can make their own history. They are paired alongside, I say paired, there's 3 in the group. Group D of Copa America, Colombia, Paraguay, and Costa Rica. No pushovers. They will be tested. Colombia, one of the favourites, with the likes of Luis Diaz in their ranks to lift the Copa America for 2024. Jamaica, big up to the Reggae Boys. One of 2 teams internationally that the Reason Boss follows duly, Reggae Boys and the Seleção. Oh, God. I just started to think about the Jamaican midfield. Oh, God. Will Casey Palmer, in the press conference, be one of the starters? Will he join the likes of Damian Lowe? Could Kevoy Anderson make the starting lineup? Latibode returns. Defender by trade. Will he get the job done? I think I need to take a sip. Before Latibode takes a trip, Lord have mercy, there are people who would not like to see Joel Latibode in the Reggae Boys team. Let alone like, share, and subscribe. Let alone the Jamaican midfield. It's the most challenging area as far as Jamaica is concerned. Demarai Gray, like, share, and subscribe, is a talented player on the left side playing his club football in Saudi Arabia. A quality operator. He has hit the ground running where international football is concerned. In the CONCACAF region, it's not a gimme. You've got to earn your reputation. You've got to earn every yard. Demarai Gray has earned hundreds of yards through his IQ, endeavour, attitude, keeping the game simple and yet effective. Some players need to take note of that. Am I right? Like, share, and subscribe if you're feeling where I'm coming from. Copa America, inaugural competition to be held this time in the United States of America. This is going to be a competition to remember. Jamaica, having beaten Canada 3-2, find themselves in a group with Mexico, who they kick off with over the weekend. Deep breath. lick your chest, and hope for the best. Oh God. Mexico, Ecuador, and Venezuela, two teams in the CONMEBOL region ahead of the mighty Brazil in the CONMEBOL South American World Cup qualifying competition. Brazil are in 6th. Ecuador and Venezuela are above them. Oh God. Add Argentina and Colombia, and you can see the test facing the Reggae Boys. Can the Reggae Boys get a victory? Opening salvos. It's a, on paper, closely fought group. Group B. In Group A, Argentina have been given a virtual pass, oh God, to the next round. Chile, Peru, Paddington Bear Country, oh God. Canada vanquished 2 goals to 0. Messi, my lord, evergreen. Angel Di Maria, evergreen. Add Lautaro Martinez, Emilio Martinez in goal. And you've got a very, 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 very good team in a purple patch over the last 4 or so years. I take my hat off to Coach Scaloni, who's brought the best out of Messi and, vitally, crucially, his teammates. How will Coach Jaime Hallgrimsson for the Reggae Boys ensure that the Reggae Boys come together as a band of brothers? My provisional team to start against Mexico includes a back 3, the likes of Ethan Pinnock, if fit, the likes of Deshaun Bernard. Joel Latabede could start in that back 3 if I went with a back 3. But he, under Coach Jaime Hallgrimsson, has been groomed. Groomed and tuned. Though the tuning is still an ongoing process to take that CDM position. That brother is no Kante. That brother is no Dunga. That brother is no Tony Cruz, oh God. He's no Declan Rice. Read all about it. But we don't have much by way of the midfield to read and take home. Casey Palmer, an attacking threat. I don't know if he's got the legs and the IQ and the experience, the DNA to be robust and combative against a Mexican team, an Ecuadorian and Venezuelan team. That's why I've gone with a Karoy Anderson. Chauncey, alongside Damian Lowe, in midfield. You get the picture. Demarai Gray on the left-hand side, Bobby Reed on the other side. Up front, you've got the Boza in form. Boza, Shaman Nicholson. Oh God. But this Reggae Boys team, like, share, and subscribe if you're feeling where I'm coming from. They have strength in depth. They have options. The Wes Hardings, the Hectors, the Mikel Antonios, and the electrifying Ronaldo Cephas. Genuine pace. Kingsley Coleman pace. Maybe quicker in his pump. I'm looking forward to Jaime's choice. He likes to be defensively sound. I feel where he's coming from. But it's that transition. Can they knock the ball about? I've been seeing the ball be knocked about. Give and go. Pressure on, no problem. First touch, technically on point in so many of these European teams. Can we see the Reggae Boys knock the ball about? We've got Premier League Championship players. Can they knock the ball about, possess the ball, maintain a grip in the midfield, ensure that the opponents tire trying to get a hold of the ball. Can they switch play? Can they release those exciting wingers like Demarai Gray, the Cephas's? Can Bobby Reid be more influential? Can Boza rise again to the occasion as he has been doing so well for the Reggae Boys? Like, share, and subscribe. We will see. Finally, for those track and field fans out there, like, share, and subscribe. If you feel where I'm coming from, Sha'Carri Richardson has begun her quest for the Paris 2024 Olympics. I'm going to say it. She's looking good. Sha'Carri's looking good, having beaten the likes of Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, having beaten the likes of Shericka Jackson, having beaten the likes of the entire field that the world offered from lane 9. Some people say if she was drawn in the middle next to the likes of Shericka Jackson, she would have faltered. No bother with that, no me talk patwa, no messing no bother with that. You can take that to the bank. Sha'Carri Richardson had it up there, like, share, and subscribe. And what she had up there wasn't a Gareth Southgate. It wasn't as Jerry, big up yourself, Jerry, big up yourself to this. It wasn't a mentality that says, oh God, I'm going to win. I can win this. I've got the ability to win it. I'm going to win it. I can't handle it. I can't take. No. She said, hold on, this stuff. She take it down low, take it down low. On your marks, get set. And that was all she wrote. The shock on Shericka's face remains to this day when she saw she had vanquished Shelly-Ann, the great GOAT, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, coming back for an injury herself, an outstanding bronze medal, and yet she was not the winner. She felt to beat Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce would have been good enough. That's gold for her. Take a stock. Somebody's leaning ahead of you. Sha'Carri Richardson. Threw in a 10.88, 10.89 in the preliminaries of the women's 100 meters in Eugene. She looks a queen in Eugene, if you know what I mean. You think she'll bust lyrics yet? Wait until the semis and the finals. We want the best in the Paris Olympics. We don't want any false starts. We want to see Sha'Carri shine, and we want to see our Jamaican queens, Shericka Jackson, Shelly-Ann, who began her season with an 11.1 plus clocking. She's timing her season, hopefully to perfection. It's her last Olympics. She wants to leave it on the track. The Reason Boss believes she can do just that. Jamaican fans are praying and hoping, oh God, that anybody, if I'm a Jamaican, come in, Julia, Alfred, anybody but Sha'Carri. The Reason Boss says, back up with them kind of talk there, sir. I, the Reason Boss, want to see outstanding track and field. I've already spoken. I've got Jamaica neck and neck, tie with Team GB in the potential pre-trials medal stakes. Team GB looking handy in a few events, distinctly. Jamaica, meanwhile, on a wing and a prayer in some events. In others, it's less than a wing and a prayer. The usual suspects, the 100 for men and women, are no gimmies. Oblique Seville, looking to obliterate the world's field. I want him to shine. But there'll be opponents, the likes of Noah Lyles, one of my favorite athletes. Why? Win, lose, or draw. That brother brings his A game. Attempts to. He wants to race and be competitive. Compete. You beat me? Respect. I'm going to be coming right back at you. No deference. No quarter asked. And none given. Like, share, and subscribe. Oblique. You obliterated Noah. 985 versus 982. Oblique. Are you that? Big up yourself. Rinse and repeat. I want to see what the trials shine and leave a statement. We don't want no Johan Blake overtaking you. No, 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 no. You've come too far, my brother. Glenn Mills has taught you well. Now you need to put it into action. You need to. It's all in the mind. All in the mind. You run things. You run your mind. Your mind will run you. Like, share, and subscribe. Viva to all the track and field athletes vying tooth and nail to make the Olympics. All roads, like, share, and subscribe, lead to Paris 2024. It's the European Championships going on in Germany. Big crowds, big fans, big drama. England, what are we going to be reading about? Are you going to be on the back pages? Front pages? We shall see. Like, share, subscribe. Hey, Banana TTV, big up yourself. Like, share, and subscribe. I hope you have a good day too. And don't be too hard on England. They're top of their group. If they change the mindset, embrace the possibility of winning, who knows? Maybe they can change the narrative and turn the tide. Franco, our butts. Like, share, and subscribe. Big up yourself. Thank you for touching base. It's the Reason Boss signing out with a cup of lemon and ginger. It's all in the mind, viewers and subscribers. All in the mind. I'm looking for the best when it comes to football. I'm looking for the best when it comes to track and field. And for those who are trying their level best, we can ask nothing more. You feel what I'm saying? Am I right? Salasao is going to be over to you soon. Don't let yourselves down. You hear what I'm saying? Come on now. Peace.